Hello, class. Welcome to week 2 of Lit 214. This is Poetry Week. So I've collected local, regional poets and by poet. I've linked them out. Here's a tip for this week. All of the links will link to another web page. So if you're in a place that has sort of a lockdown browser or trouble with that, I don't think you'll have any problems, but you might. Once you go there, you may want to save that page or bookmark it to get back to it. Um, that's tip number one. Tip number two is this week is light on reading and heavy on everything else. So the writing assignments have a lot more critical analysis or critical inquiry. So you're going to have to take more time to think about those prompts and to write up responses to those. So I'm expecting sort of the time to shift from the reading to the writing. Number two, I created a doozy of a quiz. So don't do it last minute. I don't know if there's retakes. I don't know what all the settings are for getting in and out of it, but try to do it in one sitting, probably on Monday. You may want to have the other browsers sort of ready to go because you'll be matching authors to their quotes from the poems. And I do a pretty good job of sort of spanning that out. I've added a few authors since then, so you won't see a couple towards the end, but it is a dandy of a quiz. So don't put off the writing till the end is essentially what I'm trying to say. Read everything first. Don't put off the writing to the end. Finally, one last piece of advice here. The checklist. I don't make my checklist in D2L the proper way. I do it the shortcut way. And so I'm getting feedback that the checklist itself isn't checking itself as completed. It does not matter. Essentially, the checklist, if you sign into something, if you open something up, it marks it as checked. It's not really taking any sort of quantitative stance at anything. And if it's a discussion board, it's not checking off that you've done the peer review necessarily. So just use the checklist as a guideline. Don't use it as a rule. It doesn't count for or against your grading. I guess they can see your checklist, but it doesn't matter. So enjoy the week and email me if you have any questions. As we've already missed my office hours for this week as they've switched. So, but let me know. Have a good one.